Do you like LISSAJOUS figures? I bet you do. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's turn it up and have a listen, see what we got. Okay, so yeah, good afternoon and welcome to What's on the Bench. So what we're looking at here, these are called LISSAJOUS figures, and if you're of a certain age, living in the UK and you did physics O level, then you'd have seen these. Basically what we got here is a cathode ray oscilloscope, and in a cathode ray oscilloscope you have two sets of plates, what they call the X plates, control the X direction, and the Y plates, which control the up and down, and as the X plates control side to side basically. And what you can do is you can apply a frequency to one set of plates, and here I'm applying 440 Hertz, which those of you of a musical persuasion will know that that's the A above middle C. And from this piece of kit over here, I'm applying a unknown frequency, and what you can do is, and that's going on to the other set of plates, so they're going on opposite plates. And what I'm just trying to do here, the whole point of this, is I'm just trying to find out if this tune here, this tuner, is at 440 Hertz when I press A in roughly its sort of centre position. It's just a final check. I've just been running this piece of kit up, and I just want to make sure. So let's just give that a bit of a tune in. Buff, 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 buff. And then what we should end up with is a kind of circle when we've got 440 on the synth and 440 coming in from the audio generator. And there we go. There we go. That's good enough. And yeah, we're in roughly the centre position there of the tuning control. So that's great as far as I'm concerned. Happy with that. We can just drop that down. That's what happens if you drop the synth down to drop that down an octave, drop it down another octave, and it's we get these beautiful dancing patterns. Okay, so anyway, yeah, that's enough of that mucking about. So what we're looking at today is a Moog Prodigy, or Moog Prodigy I guess I should say, and I've been fixing this for my friends Chris and Barbara at Blue Barn Studios. There's loads of people online, I'm sure, who know a great deal more about the history and the users and the development of this piece of kit than I do. However, I've just been fixing a fault on it for them, basically, and I thought you'd just like to have a quick look at it inside before I put the lid back on it and run it up. So it came in, it was just making a sort of dull thump every time you press a key. I traced the circuit through, right through the two oscillators. There's oscillator 1 over here, here's the adjustments for oscillator 1, oscillator 2 down here, adjustments for oscillator 2 just there. I traced it all through, and they were working fine, right waveforms, everything, but it got lost when it went into the filter. Also, you couldn't get the filter to, hang on a second, just let the dog in. Coming in, Marvin. Just let the dog out. How'd you go, Marvin? So yeah, basically the signal was getting lost in the filter. You couldn't get the filter to self-oscillate either. So I knew there's something wrong with the filter. It turned out that this chip just here, which is an array of regular NPN bipolar transistors, it turned out that had burnt out, And what was happening as well was that it was eventually what happened was it got so bad that it blew out one of these transistors down here, which is a current source that controls the current through the ladder, the filter ladder. And let's just turn that down a bit. And yeah, it started blowing fuses. So anyway, chip replaced, transistor replaced, new fuses, complete alignment all the way through, and it sounded great. Yeah, I mean, the Moog, what I really like about them is they really kind of epitomise classic American design, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. The same sort of just really good engineering practice that you see in things like Fender amplifiers, just where they're built to be repairable. They're built out of standard devices that are easy to get your hands on, but are the best in class. And that's what we see here. I mean, this is before, well, we don't have any CEM chips, any Curtis chips or anything here. We've got an actual filter made out of discrete components. Here are the transistors that make up the famous Moog filter. They're all in there. It's you can work on it. You can find your way around it and fix it. Yeah, and in a way, I mean, I've worked on a lot of SH101s as well, Rolands, and it's interesting that the Prodigy, which was built from 79 to 84, and the SH101, their lifespans would have overlapped, but you're seeing a real change of the guard here in technology. The SH101 is stuffed full of well, it's not stuffed full, but it's got custom chips in it. It's got a filter on the chip in there. It's got a Curtis chip in there as well. It's got a microprocessor in it because it has an arpeggiator and a sequencer in it. Whereas you get none of that sort of luxury with the Moog. You just get a great tone and none of the frills. It just produces a great sound, and then you have to attach peripherals to sequencers, etc., to get anything else out of it. So yeah, anyway, this is the insides. Not too much to say. Voltage regulators over here. Nice pair of pants just there. Get rid of those. So anyway, I'll get the lid back on this, give it a quick clean up, and we'll see what it sounds like. Okay, so yeah, back here with the Moog Prodigy then, and we've got the case back on it now. Looking good. Had a little clean up, clean the keys up. I'm just going to give it a final rundown, check everything's running okay. So, alright. So let's just check the tuning. Yeah, it's all good. Mod, let's check some mod. So we just got the mod on the oscillator at the moment, and I'm using the triangle wave. Let's try the square, it's working alright. Turn the frequency down a bit. That's working fine. Let's put some mod onto the filter. Let's try that. Turn it off the oscillator. That's working nicely. Yep, sounding good. Turn that back up again. Just take the mod down a little bit. Just knock it off of the filter for a second. Different oscillator, different octaves. So we're on 32 inch at the moment. Sorry, 32 foot I should say. Different waveforms. Try the triangle. Very mellow. Just open the frequency, the filter up a bit, and knock the resonance down a bit. Looks like a triangle. Try the sawtooth. Yep. Good. So that's the pulse wave. Looking good. Volume's looking okay for oscillator 1. We've already checked out the filter, contour amount. Looking okay. Put a bit of attack on. Nice, that's lovely, isn't it? What a sound. Yeah, sharp cut off. Bit of attack on there on the loudness. Turn the release off, turn the sustain off. It just ends dead. Turn it back on again. Bit more, bit longer release. Pitch bend's working okay. Okay, not really much of a keyboard player, as you may have noticed. Turn the resonance up a bit. Let's get it to self-oscillate. There we go. So if I turn this oscillator down completely, we just get a nice sine wave now. Like that. Just change this. So now we're just getting it to produce a sine wave for us. The filter in here, we turned it up, the resonance up so high, or the emphasis as it's called here, that it's self-resonating. You can mix that in obviously with the original oscillators. And modulate as well. So that's all working all right. I'll tell you what, let's take it out of self-oscillation. Let's just check out the second oscillator. So where are we? Let's turn it up. Let's sync the two oscillators together for now. Open the filter up a little bit. They're locked together quite nicely, and we can change the. Let's just for the second, let's turn off oscillator 1 so we can hear oscillator 2. And let's open the filter up. That's our pulse wave, or a square wave form I should say. And what we can do now is try the triangle. That's just oscillator 2 on its own. Let's bring oscillator 1 in there as well. We can shift the phase of one with regard to the other. Gives us this great sort of kind of phasey, flangy sound. It's such a great sound, isn't it? And if we unsync the two oscillators from one another, then we can start to create some real classic Moog sound. Just detune a little bit using the interval. That seems to be working great. So thought you might like to have a quick look at that anyway. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you got something out of it anyway. enjoyed some of it. You take care anyway, and we'll see you next time for another What's on the Bench.